Back when I talked about the Crystal Empire, I talked about what it takes to be a member of a community and how it requires selfless action. Due to the themes presented in that episode, it was necessary that I discuss the concepts on a grandiose scale that involves bravery in the face of danger. In Manehattan provided me the perfect opportunity to discuss this concept on a more toned-down scale that we likely face every day. Like most things, it takes practice to get to a level where someone can be selfless in the presence of evil, so we must remember to start by being trustworthy in small things so that we can be trustworthy in large things. This concept is a reflection of your virtue as well as a reminder that you can build yourself up to larger things as long as you keep trying. But even if you know where to start, how to start can be an entirely different matter. Most people are really busy with their own problems, and the projects that most communities face can only be dented with the little bit of spare time that people have. It can seem daunting, or even pointless. But instead of focusing on the juxtaposition of the task and the time, focus solely on the time and the way that you manage it. There are 24 hours in a day. If you subtract the average of 8 hours for work, the recommended 8 hours for sleep, and 2 hours for meals, you're still left with 6 full hours in the day to be productive. That's nearly another shift at work while maintaining a healthy meal and sleep schedule. Imagine what you could do with that time. I can imagine that most people just thought of something along the lines of, what about my other responsibilities? And this is completely understandable as well. Dishes, clothes, various rooms, and appliances all need to be maintained, which subtracts time as well. Even more if you have family members to take care of. But luckily, there are 7 days in a week. With the right mindset, an hour or two can be dedicated to maintaining the other aspects of our lives for each day, and there's still plenty of time to help out elsewhere. It's just a matter of keeping a schedule and filling the gaps within it. By dedicating a scheduled time within a week, you can make small amounts of progress on almost anything in your community. This is usually where people ask, is it worth it? To which, I would say that it is. Seeing this type of dedication yield any sort of positive result carries great potential to show others that they can do it too and inspire them to join. The more people who join a task with the intention to build and create, the greater something can become. Conversely, even if it never grows beyond what you can do yourself, you can still take pride in simply knowing that you've created something or helped in some way. The fruits of working with what you have will have a much greater impact on the few that receive those efforts. To give you an example of this, at the busiest time in my life, I was in college, where I was leading the school student filmmaking club, I worked at a farm supply store and a television station, and I coached an after-school sports program, and on the weekends I was a mascot entertainer at parties. All of this, and I still had time to help my friends and family when they needed it. All of this, and I still had time for leisure. With that in mind, compare what you can do to what you are actually doing. If you're lacking in effort over time, you need to fix that. Without that effort, nothing can ever improve. It's normal to have people and problems of your own to take care of. It's normal to get overwhelmed by it all. But you shouldn't need a charity kind heart figure to understand the importance of this and to take on a selfless effort through your own motivation. So I would like to take this time to challenge anyone who may be listening. How much spare time do you have? What do you use it for? What are your talents? How can you use them to volunteer? And will you do so? Seek out these answers, and I would love to see them in the comments. Don't lose sight of how powerful you can be through this kind of dedication. Through this, Applejack, Rarity, Coco Pamel, and a few actors accomplished as much as dozens more could have done. Those actions brought their community together and fostered potential to grow into something even greater in the future. If we reach out to our neighbors and give just a little bit of time to help in small ways, then we can do the same. And that's the moral of the story. If you have anything you would like to hear discussed or reviewed, you can drop suggestions by following BronyBuck on Tumblr or sending an email to bronydebates@gmail.com. Be sure to check out Irish John's channel for some funny short films, as well as Okizuma's channel for a variety of great videos, and thank them for their support. Feel free to check out my Patreon to see how you can support my channel and what you'll get in return. Big thanks to all of those supporting me already. Have a great day, and I look forward to hearing from all of you soon.